Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Combos. It's a late night sesh with Lindsie and I. I have wine, Lindsie.
And I don't have wine, and I wish I did. And I just saw, like, before we started this on your, was it like your Snapchat or Instagram, that Wendy was trying to open the wine with your busted wine opener?
Yeah, so my friend Wendy's visiting, and she's actually taking pictures of me while we do this podcast because I don't have any, like, lifestyle, and this is my lifestyle. I cannot wait for you to see these pictures. I have a blanket over my... First of all, I couldn't get the wine open because I don't even know how to open wine. My wine opener's broken. I have a blanket over my shoulders, slippers. So these are going to be some good pics.
Kail, literally today, I woke up. I woke up this morning and I looked at myself like on my phone screen. I turned it on like the camera mode, and I looked at myself and I was like, yeah, you're just like not prepared to do today. And like, I really wasn't.
Just go back to bed and start over.
Yeah, it's been one of those days. And has it been raining at your house in Delaware? Like, it has been pouring rain in Atlanta for like 3 solid days.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's been raining, but it's been like super, definitely like gloomy.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of over that weather too. So,
first of all, didn't you get hit by a car yesterday?
Yeah.
Don't laugh about it.
Oh my gosh. So this is so weird. And it always happens like when you're in a rush to do something or like you have plans. It's always like something like that happens. But I was super prepared for yesterday. I was working with Ivriella and Easy Kicks, and I had like some lifestyle stuff that I was shooting with Jackson, and just like a completely full day. And I was super prepared for it and had like gotten all of our clothes ready, had gotten everything ready the night before. And I was so prepared that I actually woke up, showered, got everything that I needed to get done around the house, got Jackson's vitamins, allergy medicine, like all of that stuff set up, got his clothes out for school. All of this was done before 7 a.m. and got him in the shower. And I was like, you know what? We're early. Like, we'll go and get breakfast. So we go to get breakfast, and I'm still ahead of schedule, get to the school, and there's like 15-minute parking. I don't know like how y'all's preschool parking works, but it's pretty much a disaster. Like,
yep.
It's just a disaster. So I'm waiting for like one of these 15-minute spots, and I'm completely like on the curb, like probably 4 car lengths away from like every car, literally. And I see this little lady coming out of the preschool, and she looked like a grandma. And I was like, oh, I see where she's going to the parked car, and it was a larger SUV. And I was like, you know what? I'm far enough away from her, but I'm just going to go ahead and like back up a little bit more to give her like extra clearance. But she could have made it like very easily. So I back up, and she starts pulling out, and she stops. And I think, oh, okay, like she's going to go ahead and like turn her wheel. No, then all of a sudden she guns it, and the next thing I know, she's literally on the hood of my car.
That's not funny.
And I've been making a joke about this wreck for like 24 hours, and it's not even funny. Like, why am I even laughing about this? It's not even funny.
First of all, by your text, I thought you got ran over.
Well, basically,
I said, oh my God.
Oh my God, Kail. So her car's sitting on the hood of my car at this point. And mind you, I just got another car, still has the dealer tag on it and less than 500 miles on it. And it's already crashed. And she comes up to my window, and she's like, so do you want to go over here? And she's completely calm about this, like so collected. If I would have hit somebody, I would have been like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Like, I wouldn't have even wanted to face them. But she gets out of the car, and she's so calm and collected. I go to like this lower parking lot where there's no one. And it made me feel like she had hit someone in this parking lot before, because she knew that it was private property and that like she wouldn't get a ticket. And she also knew that like it would just be us like exchanging insurance information and there would be nothing else to it. So it made me feel like she's either been in a wreck on that property or she's been in a wreck on other private property somewhere else to know all of this.
So she knows what to do.
Yeah, like she knew exactly what to do. And then she gets in her car, and this is the most hilarious part of the story. She gets in her car and she's like calling her insurance company because she claims that she has like an expired insurance card. And this point, the police have gotten there and they're sitting behind both of our cars. And I get Jackson out and I just needed to get him into the school. I didn't want him like witnessing all of this. I didn't want his day to be stressful. I was just trying to get him inside the school and remove him from the situation. So, you know, he has impeccable timing with everything. And he gets out of the car and the lady's standing in front of my car. And, you know, apparently now she's an auto repair person because she's assessing the situation and telling me exactly what's going to have to be repaired. And Jackson looks at me dead faced and goes, so like, who's going to jail here? And I'm
only
like,
out of the mouths of babes.
Jackson, nobody's going to jail here other than you if you don't shut your mouth, because I'm now completely embarrassed and I just need to get you into the school. So by the time I get him up to the school has called the security guard like at the school, and now they're sending the security down there on top of the police. And this is a 61-year-old lady. Like, she's not a hit and runner, you know, she's just like,
she couldn't run if she tried.
Yeah, she couldn't even run. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. So we deal with all of this. And then I go along about my day and call their insurance company. And they basically tell me that they've got to determine liability. And I'm like, determine liability? Like, your person who is insured through your insurance company was literally sitting on the hood of my car this morning before 8:30 a.m. So I've already determined who the liable party is. I just need to get this situation fixed so that I have a vehicle that I can drive without like the fender or whatever they call it on the front, like hanging off. So yeah, the car's still wrecked in my driveway. And
oh, good.
Nobody's called me from the insurance company. So I'm just like, you know what? I guess
Great.
it's just going to sit there wrecked. Like, I don't know what to do.
You call Granny's insurance and you tell them that they need to do something about your cracked car.
Kail, like, it's so bad that the hood of the car has to be replaced. Like, the whole hood.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
no.
like the whole bumper thing that goes around. Is that what it's called? Like the bumper, I don't know, bumper fender, whatever, on the front. Like all of that has to be replaced. The grill has to be replaced. The headlight. She smoked me.
Just throw the whole car away.
Yeah, let's just start
Granny's
over.
Gonna have to buy you a new one. Yeah, 100%. I've in the 8 minutes that you've been telling the story, I've finished almost an entire bottle of wine.
Okay, well, Kail, it's not water.
First of all, you needed some wine when Granny ran over your car.
Well, I think Granny needs some wine because I called her personally today.
Granny doesn't need any wine because she's going to catch herself a DUI.
Oh my God. I called her today because the insurance company was giving me such a hard time and they haven't even called me.
You called her? You exchanged phone numbers?
Yeah, she exchanged her phone number with me. And so I was
First of all, who was she dropping off?
Her grandkids. And then this is what she said. She was like, you know what? Darn it. I knew I should have not let them slept over at my house because this is what happens when I try to do something good and then I just go and get in crashes and this ruins my day.
I'm sorry, Granny. I hope she's all right. Did you at least see if she was okay? She's probably having like a panic attack.
Oh, Kail, she didn't even care. It was, I mean, it
she
wasn't
didn't
like
even flinch.
No, she was so calm. And then when I talked to her today, she was so collected and she told me to like basically like sue her insurance if they didn't like do the right thing and like was telling me like all this advice on what to do. And she was like, you know what? I'm 61 years old. They asked me if I needed my car repaired. And I said, nah, honey, I don't need my car repaired. I don't care what my bumper looks like.
Oh, Granny.
And I'm just
Y'all should keep in touch after this.
Yeah, I feel like I found like a new friend.
I mean, she'll definitely keep you cool, calm, and collected in a situation.
Oh my gosh. And she was out talking to like Nationwide so early in the morning. And that person probably thought, oh my God, this lady is crazy and we need to like drop her policy ASAP because I mean, she was just so crazy. And what was she doing driving a large SUV with like a truck hitch on it? That's my question.
I mean, yeah, maybe they go camping a lot.
Well, maybe she should not be pulling other items if she can't even drive the...
Oh my God. Well, let's take a few minutes so I can tell you guys about this awesome new luxury fragrance subscription service, Scentbird. One thing I really like to do is mix up my scents, and actually I'm trying to find like that one scent that's like for me. Like, you know when someone walks by and you just want to know, you just know who it is? You're like, oh, I know who that is.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I don't have a scent. Like, I've tried so many scents, so this is perfect for me. Scentbird keeps it really fun and interesting, and depending on the season, I can find different scents that smell better or whatever scent that I want to wear at a different time of the year. So I hate being married to one scent forever.
With Scentbird, every month you can choose from a new fragrance over 450 designer brands, Prada, Gucci, Kate Spade, Nest, and so many more. I just got a new Gucci perfume, and I really thought that it smelled so good and just so refreshing for summer.
The best part for me is the sleek travel sprays because they last up to 30 days, and I can take them with me wherever. And I don't have to worry about taking the huge bottle with me, like on planes and stuff like that, lugging it around, and then it takes forever to use it all. So I like the sleekness of them.
That's why I always use Scentbird.com. Visit Scentbird.com/coffee. Use our code COFFEE for 50% off. That's only $7.50 for your first month of free shipping. That's SCENTBIRD.com/coffee and use our code COFFEE for 50% off your first month. Date a perfume before you have to commit to it forever. Okay, back to the show.
It's only Tuesday, and you've had a pretty chaotic week.
I said that she literally wrecked my car in my life on Monday.
I feel like Mondays are always stressful as hell.
They're always stressful, and I don't even understand why, because like, you know, it's coming. So why is this like news?
Can I tell you what I did yesterday?
Of course.
I got Botox in my armpits.
Oh my gosh. Did it hurt?
No, they numbed you. They numbed me.
And then
I just don't want to stink.
Do you stink? Are you like a smelly person?
No. I mean, yeah, I guess. If I felt like I needed Botox. I'm a little sweaty. This wine is making me hot.
This wine's making me hot. No, I think you're just getting drunk.
I'm not a drinker, but you know what? After, I don't know. It's just been pure chaos, I think, since Sunday.
Well, and didn't you like do something at your school today?
I was on this like panel for my school to speak about dating in college, and I was not prepared, I feel like.
Well, Kail, that is the standard for you, I feel like.
Yeah,
not
I mean,
being prepared.
That's like regular shit for me, I guess.
Yeah, that's just like pretty standard. So it was about dating in college?
Yeah, and I think that nobody can relate to me at my alma mater because not many people that I went to school with have kids and like were non-traditional students. A lot of them were traditional students. Although I did learn that my college was like a 61-to-1 ratio, girls to guys. 61 girls to 1 guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Maybe that's why all the girls were like with Chris.
Oh, let me catch you up on that. Speaking of him, he's dying to come on the podcast, and I really feel like we should have him on because this is the first interview he will ever have done.
Oh my gosh. Well, so...
And he said it will be his only. So if we want to grill the shit out of him, interview the shit out of him, this is the first, only, last time he's ever going to do an interview.
Well, he says that until he does it, right? And then he's going to want to do it again. So just like Javi
He hasn't up until this point. He hasn't up until this point. Yeah, but I think that I give him credit and I respect that he is willing to come on our podcast. You know what I mean? Like he could have gone to any magazine, Radar Online, and done any type of interview, but he's going to do it for us for free.
But is he doing it to like beef with you, or is this like an amicable thing? Or
I think it's like we're going to try to start to like respect each other and just like co-parent and be like on really good terms.
Okay, well then I could like be down with that. If I can help facilitate and like have a conversation with him and y'all be normal. I think the only thing Chris and I have in common are he's a Falcons fan.
Yeah.
So
you can ask him about the Falcons and I'm sure he'll respond.
Yeah. So maybe we should like start off and just like tread very gingerly to like, you know, get him involved. But I hope that like we don't bring people on the podcast to try to like grill them or
I'm
like,
going to grill him.
Feelings.
I want to know. I want him to speak. An entire season of Teen Mom went by and people only heard my side. They know nothing about his side. And he said he's willing to come clean about everything on Coffee Combos.
Oh, well, I mean, I could be down with it. Is he going to be normal or is he going to just like say that and then just come on and like start screaming at us? Because then I would be scared.
He's very mellow. I don't think he'll scream.
Okay. So do you think that Lux kind of has his personality?
No, because I cry a lot and so does Lux. So if we're being honest.
Well, Kail, I mean, he isn't one yet. So that is kind of normal for just like his age, I think, and maybe not as much like a personality thing. But like
Chris gets into everything and so does Lux. So I guess it's like a 50-50.
I know. I saw that you said that with your other two kids that you didn't have to baby proof. And I so related to your situation with Lux because I could not like turn my back on anything with Jackson. He was into everything.
I just don't understand the curiosity because I don't remember it as a child and I don't remember my two others getting into everything. Literally, I have to cover every single outlet because Lux will stick his finger in the outlets.
And I mean, he does not need to have crazier hair. So
no. Not at all. Not at all.
Did you see that article on the Shade Room about that 911 operator?
What? No.
You didn't? Oh my God. Kail, I was dying. And it's not even funny. Like, again, I don't know why I laughed whenever I got crashed into. And I'm not quite sure why I was laughing at this, but it was an article and the headline was former 911 operator gets jail time for hanging up on thousands of callers.
What?
Yes. So apparently.
For what though? Like what kind of callers?
Well, obviously emergency callers, but apparently this is what happened.
No, I wouldn't say they're all emergencies though. I saw on the Shade Room one girl called the 911 for cheese sticks.
For cheese sticks. No, this is a different situation.
I would for sure hang up on that girl.
Well, you would for sure probably be facing a misdemeanor because this lady is. So apparently in Houston, they found her guilty of interfering with emergency telephone calls, a misdemeanor, according to the Houston Chronicle. Krishanda Williams was caught hanging up on thousands of people who called for assistance. Back in 2016, Williams was caught after her supervisor noticed that she had thousands of calls that were only 20 seconds long. When police questioned her about this, Williams said that she often hangs up on calls that have not been connected because she did not want to talk to them at that time. Because Williams essentially neglected her duties, it cost a few lives. In March 2016, a woman called to report shots fired at a convenience store, but Williams had hung up the phone and the store owner, and then it like goes on. You have to like click into the article to find out all of the details about what was going on. So
what was she thinking?
I don't see how you can be a 911 operator and like have the mentality of, I don't feel like taking this phone call right now. Like this isn't your personal cell. Like, are you personally 911?
What the actual fuck?
Like, could you imagine? I mean, I think it's kind of funny, like, talking about it because it's just kind of bizarre. But what if I was the person that called 911 and needed help and she just decided she didn't want to talk to me that day? Like,
that's not a thing.
No. Like, maybe 911 should really be more on top of this, and this shouldn't have been going on for a year before they found out about it. That's my other thing.
Right. Like, where was her manager, her supervisor, like,
during all this time?
Right. Like, are the calls not monitored? I mean, they must not be.
Well, I guess they are, but they didn't tap into them to, like, find this pattern until a year. So, like, what was the point of monitoring the calls if people are dying because of this lady? Psychos.
I'm glad that she needs to be charged with something serious.
Yeah. So I thought it was funny. And then you should have read the comments, because, in the shade room, like, the comments are just epic. And it was like a picture of this lady, and the comments were like, looks like she hung up on her eyebrows too. And it was just like some funny stuff that was.
I'm looking for it. Where is it? Oh my gosh, I found it.
Is that funny? Somebody commented that she looks like she hung up on her eyebrows.
Oh my God. What's wrong with her? Like, what?
Why is this America? I don't understand.
Krishanda needs to do better, for sure.
She does. She for sure does. I really want to take a second and tell you guys about my new exercise routine, Beachbody On Demand. Beachbody On Demand is an easy-to-use streaming service that gives you instant access to a wide variety of super effective workouts that you can do from the comfort of your living room 24/7.
Get up and get motivated by celebrity super trainers like Shaun T, Charlene Johnson, Tony Horton, and Autumn Calabrese. This program literally offers hundreds of effective workouts for all fitness levels, ranging from bodybuilding to weight training, cardio to yoga, and even dance workouts.
With workouts as short as 10 minutes and they don't require extra equipment, you can work out anywhere, anytime with your computer, smartphone, or smart TV. Join the over 1 million people currently utilizing Beachbody On Demand.
And now our listeners can try it absolutely free. I recently just started, and I did Insanity with Shaun T, and I love it. It keeps me up, moving, and I can do it at home.
I really want you guys to try this service because I love the ab workout with Tony Horton on P90X. Right now, our listeners can get a special free trial membership when you text coffee to 303030. You will get full access to this entire platform for free. All the workouts, the nutrition information, and support, totally free. Again, just text coffee to 303030. Now let's get back to it. Speaking of other craziness, I decided to go on like a 12-hour napping spree over the weekend, and I wake up and have been completely MIA on social media. And I see that there's more like teen mom drama stuff going on, and I don't even understand it. Like, I don't even...
Are we talking about Janelle, or are we talking about... Who are we talking about?
Well, is there more drama other than that going on?
So
that I didn't see?
Last I knew, I go on social media and I see David, Janelle's husband, is making comments about Leah's daughter's cheerleading makeup. Now, there's a couple issues I have with this. Number one being that Leah's children have nothing to do with David, so David needs to shut the fuck up. Number two, David's daughter cheerleads, and there are several pictures of her with her parents and Janelle, whatever, with cheerleading makeup on as well. Then we have Janelle praising David for making comments about Leah's daughter's makeup. And then obviously when I see this, I get on social media and tell David to take that energy somewhere else and maybe focus on getting his criminal record expunged. Okay? Take that energy that you have and go put that towards something positive, because there's nothing but negativity surrounding Janelle and David, right? So Janelle then gets on Instagram Live and makes comments about Leah and saying that Leah came on our podcast and was talking shit about her, which she never did. She literally just stated facts about an incident that happened. And then she goes on and says that I shouldn't butt into people's drama. Okay. So when I had beef with another castmate, the 5th girl that they added, Janelle, the first thing Janelle did was butt into that drama, right? So naturally, Leah and I have been friends for like 9 years. So obviously I'm going to have her back, especially when kids are involved. So is that the drama we're talking about?
Yes. This is what I saw. But there was like 2 different videos that I saw. There was like one day, and then there was like another one that surfaced that was like completely different footage. So I didn't know if it was from like 2 different instances.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's 2 different. Someone sent me the one on Twitter because Janelle has me blocked. So someone sent me one on Twitter of her talking about Leah, and I came to defend Leah, obviously. And then the second one was her saying something to me about butting into people's drama. But you're not going to talk about my friend's kids. Like, you're just not.
Well,
and this
what
is
happened? Like, what was the whole deal with the makeup in the first place? I don't understand, like, what the problem was.
David said that something along the lines of like, he can't believe that Corey allowed his daughter to have that much, Leah to put that much makeup on his daughter.
Well, do you know what the rules, or did Leah say what the rules were for cheerleading?
Well, it's competitive cheerleading, and I think everybody on the team has that makeup.
Right. Well, and I mean, everybody knows that like Leah is obsessed with makeup and like loves makeup, and I think
like it would only be natural for her girls to want it too anyway.
Yeah. So I think that it's just, something that they like, and I don't know that it was meant to be, a big deal or anything. She's not walking around with makeup on her face other than cheerleading competitions.
But first of all, David, you are a grown man. Like a grown man commenting on someone else's children that have nothing to do with you. They live in a different state. Their lives don't affect your life. So to come out and say something like that is just kind of out of left field.
Maybe it was just because, I mean, I don't know, because, I don't follow them or anything like that, or they don't follow me, whatever. But maybe they did it because it was like a form of retaliation against the podcast or something like that. After all the drama had gone on like months ago, maybe it was something that they could attack. I mean, I don't know, I don't know. That's just.
But they did. When Janelle went on Vince Russo's podcast and was talking about me, she did talk about all that already. So the fact that they're still going on and on and on months later, and it's like, do not bring someone's kids in it. I don't talk about her kids. Leah doesn't talk about her kids. Nobody talks about Janelle and David's kids. So why are you talking about our kids? Janelle talked about Lux on Vince Russo's podcast. And then David's on social media. And Janelle has made comments about Leah's kids before.
What about her kids?
She made comments a while back about one of the twins.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's none of your fucking business. Like, I don't even know. I don't know how. We have a reunion that you're going to come to. You're coming next month, right? So,
yeah.
I don't know what the hell is going to happen. I don't know if they're going to have to separate us. I don't know if we're going to have. I don't know how Leah and I can sit in the same room as Janelle. I don't know how that's going to happen. I really don't.
Well, didn't y'all make it clear after the last thing that y'all wanted like extra security? Somebody said it. I feel like that was like said somewhere or something like that. I don't know if you said it or if Leah said it. Somebody said it about having extra security, or maybe just like not being on the stage with those people at that time. And it seems like Chelsea is more so a neutral party to the situation. Like, she's just like removed from the drama. I haven't heard anything.
Chelsea obviously doesn't want the drama. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Nobody does. I just feel like at this point, it's not drama between the castmates. It's like you're talking about our children. And so at that point, I feel like Leah and I probably want to throw hands.
Yeah. So they should probably just have the police there in advance.
It's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? So just keep her away from us. And
so how do the reunions work? Because, like, what am I going into is the question.
A shit show. You're going into a shit show. But the good thing is that we'll record with Chelsea separately on a different day, and that'll be good. It'll be calm. It'll be fun. So I'm not really worried about that.
Okay. Well, I mean, is it like super chaotic? Do y'all have to be in the same room all the time, or you guys kind of get your own like trailers and stuff?
We get our own space. Like, we get our own dressing rooms and stuff like that, and then go out for like segments and stuff like that. But a lot of it's like hurry up and wait. I mean, you know how production is. It's like hurry up, go. You have to be here at this time and here at this time and here at this time. But really, you get there and you're waiting around for whatever.
Yeah, for however long, and it takes no time to really film it.
Right.
That's so crazy. Yep. So after this, y'all will be done filming for the season. Like, that's your last thing that y'all do.
Yeah. Yep.
And have they said if they're like picking y'all up for another season, or y'all don't know?
No word yet, but hopefully we'll know soon.
Yeah. And will Janelle and David both be there, or nobody knows really?
Nobody knows. Nobody really knows. So I guess it'll all be a surprise to everyone at the same time.
Wow. That's just so
Anywho, crazy. Yeah. So that's all the teen mom drama that I know of.
Well, that is enough, I think. I don't know how much more could be
possibly go on.
Yeah. Are your exes both going to be at the reunion, or they're not?
None of my baby daddies are to be at the reunion. I've heard. Yeah, I think Joe doesn't want to go for reasons not that I'm not aware of. And then Javi doesn't want to go, I'm pretty sure, because of the Brianna drama. And then Chris obviously isn't going because he doesn't want anything to do with Teen Mom. So yeah, I just don't think any of them are going to be there.
Wow.
Which I will say, if Javi's not there, I think that's the one time that he won't be on camera. When, you know, Javi loves his camera time and will do anything to be in front of a camera. But the fact that he is basically bitching out at a time where I feel like he needs to speak the fuck up, I am a little salty. Because if he gets out of going to the reunion and I have to deal with Brianna and that drama by myself, I'm not going to be a happy camper.
Well, so how exactly does that work? Because I completely forgot about all of that drama until you just brought that up. So it's like the Janelle stuff on one side and then the Brianna stuff on one side. So will they put those two
them
together?
On one couch? Right. That's what I'm hoping.
But will y'all have to be on the other couch, like at the same time with them out there?
That's what I'm wondering. I wish I had answers. SOS, we need answers.
Yeah. MTV, if you're listening.
They will after this podcast, and they're probably going to be mad at me.
Give us answers, because inquiring minds want to know. Okay, I'm really excited to stop and talk about one of our favorite things, BioClarity. One thing I've learned is that it's really important to maintain a routine to keep healthy habits consistent in order to get glowing skin. BioClarity has really helped me keep my skin clear. Whether you're looking for a clear skin regimen or just a healthy skincare routine, BioClarity has you covered. BioClarity now offers 2 skincare routines. The Clear Skin Routine, proven to fight acne, soothe skin, reduce pore size, minimize redness, and even out skin tone, best for oily combination or blemish-prone skin. And the Essentials Routine, best for normal, dry, or dehydrated skin, which is me, will not clog your pores, and it's super lightweight.
I have been really honest with you guys about my skin problems, and I can personally attest to the Clear Skin Routine, which is good for my skin. I have, blemishes and combination skin. So BioClarity products are loaded with nourishing plant extracts and Floralux. Floralux is a clever form of chlorophyll, which is proven for smoothing away blemishes. Floralux has antioxidant, healing, and anti-inflammatory properties that feed your skin from the outside in. It's like green juice for your face. Start a healthy habit and get glowing, clear skin. Just go to bioclarity.com and our listeners will get their first month for only $9.95 plus free shipping. That's a $20 savings and it comes with a 100% risk-free money-back guarantee. And you'll need to enter our code COFFEE. That's bioclarity.com and enter our code COFFEE. All right, back at it.
Oh my gosh. I was laughing because I was going through my emails, like trying to organize everything. And I ran across that email from Michael.
Oh, should we have him on the podcast?
Yeah, his email was so nice to me. And I thought that he was being like a smart
condescending?
on Twitter, I guess is what it was. Because you said that he had tweeted you. So I went to look for it. And when I saw it, I thought it was kind of condescending. But then in his email, he said that it wasn't like that at all. So I'm not quite sure if he wants to come on the podcast and discuss like the Farrah stuff or what exactly he wants to discuss on the podcast. Because in order for you to come on the podcast, you have to have content that's relevant for people to want to hear. So if he doesn't have a plan,
I'm sure he has a plan. Everybody in the Abraham family has some type of plan. I say we have him on.
So I'm like, is this to attack? Like what exactly is going on? Because I'm confused.
Well, we're about to figure it out. We should okay. So I'm going to tweet right now at Michael and be like,
I'm nervous.
Okay. I'm about to tweet him while we're recording. So stand by.
Tell him that I got his email and I was afraid to respond back.
Lindsie got your email. Do you still want to join us for coffee convos? Yes. No. I'm giving him a poll.
And I'm not sure if it's like to discuss MTV stuff because I know that, Farrah had like settled her lawsuit and blah, blah, blah.
Leah, will Farrah even allow him to be on our podcast is the real question.
Oh, do they like have control over each other like that?
All right, hold on. Let me put out a poll. Do y'all want to hear from @Ecom on coffee combos? I'm making this one a poll. And then I'm going to make a Chris poll too.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we need to hear from the people.
Yeah, we need to hear from the people and see what they want to hear about. Kail, can I tell you that I was doing laundry? This is like on a completely unrelated note. I was doing laundry and I was kind of like in a rush. Like when you get to doing housework and then it's like, that you have something else going on downstairs. So you need to get down there quick and like keep moving.
Yeah.
So my laundry room's upstairs. So I was upstairs putting on a load of laundry and I had on some slippers. And when I went to walk down the stairs, I literally fell down my entire staircase.
Oh, good. How'd that feel?
I think I'm dead.
I'm sorry you're laughing at your pain.
And I'm glad that I didn't get Shakrinda or whatever her name is, Williams from 911. I'm glad that I didn't have to call her.
She would have hung up on your ass.
She would have hung up on me. I mean, I probably should have called the fire department. Like,
first of all, the fire department for what?
I mean, that probably would have been the better bet for me to get help.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
Don't you call the fire department?
I called them once.
For what?
Because I just have this like overwhelming fear of like something happening in the house that I don't know. Like, for example, if you have like an electrical fire in the walls, like you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You won't know until it's like almost too late. So one time I kept smelling like this overwhelming like burning smell, and I immediately thought, okay, we're having an electrical fire in the walls. So I called the fire department, and it turned out to be like a plastic spoon melting in the dishwasher. Like at the bottom. It was like,
okay.
Yeah. So they're like, please remove yourself and your children, blah, 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 blah. And then they were kind of like, you are a waste of time.
Oh my gosh. So they came all the way out to your house and it was a plastic spoon burning in the bottom of your dishwasher?
Yeah. So there's that.
Oh my gosh. I do stupid stuff like that all the time. And I wonder if people think I'm stupid.
So 53% of voters are saying yes, they want to hear from Michael. And 63% of voters are saying yes, they want to hear from Chris.
Okay. Well, then that's more than half. So I guess we do it. We just have to plan. It's crazy because like right now, schedules are so crazy. What is your kids' schedules right now with school? When do they get out?
So Lincoln only goes to preschool from 9:15 to 12:15, which is kind of like weird. And I wish it was a full day because it's hard to like do anything in 3 hours. And then Isaac goes to school he gets on the bus at 7:50 and then he gets off the bus at 3:45. So, and then Lux goes to Chris for his own schedule. So it's just nuts. And then sports. And then I know Jackson has his own schedule plus baseball plus your stuff. So it's hard to like get.
Oh, speaking of, like, what do you think that like people want to see more of on Instagram?
Our children.
Yeah, I think our kids too, because people keep requesting to have our kids on the podcast, and
let's bring
Jackson's
Jackson on.
Dying to be on the podcast. He tells everybody that will listen to him that I have a podcast and that they should listen to it. So we should probably technically be paying him for his job of being a promoter.
Well, my kids don't even believe I have a podcast. So,
well, Jackson thinks he has a YouTube and he clearly doesn't have a YouTube. I put that stuff on my Instagram story and he thinks it's being loaded to YouTube. So
perfect. Let him think that.
Yeah. But he's just so funny. And he's like, oh, I know you've got to be podcasting tonight with Kail. It's going to be a long conversation.
At least he knows. My kid said, what radio show? What podcast? You don't have that. You don't have a job. I said, okay.
Okay, guys. Like, wow. I saw that you and Wendy have been busy like decorating your house, by the way.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that I got an hour special. So we're just like making sure that the house is all perfect and like anything that I was missing in the house is set in its place. And so Chelsea had her episode of like her and Cole's love story, and Janelle had her X-Files. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but I'm doing a special as well.
Well, and Javi had Being Javi, right? So
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it would only be fair for you to get one. But I feel like your house is like so put together now, and don't you feel good about it?
Yeah, like if you came over, I wouldn't feel judged at this point.
But like, is Wendy a decorator? Like, I'm confused.
She's not. She just decorates really well. And so she's been helping me and throwing things together for me and like really working. Because I have this blue chair that I did my book cover on. And I really only got the chair for the book cover because Wendy also took my book cover pictures. And I didn't know what to do with the chair afterwards. So I like literally put it in the garage and I was going to give it away. And then she was like, no, don't get rid of it. So she did the baby's room. And she really just worked with what we had. And the chair was one of it. And she made one of them and she like made it all come together.
Oh my gosh. The baby's room looks so cute.
Well, I didn't do any of it. So
it looks so cute. Is he still like going to be in his crib for a while, or is he?
Fuck yeah. He has to, because I did the 2-year co-sleeping with Lincoln thing. And then he still asks me to sleep in my bed. So I just can't. Lux is good in his crib.
Jackson still takes naps with me and he's 5.
Oh, see, that's cute.
And I'm just like, I couldn't imagine what my naps would be like without Jackson. Like I'm as dependent on like him as he is me.
But that's cute though. Naps are okay. I'd be fine with that. I actually don't mind napping with my children, but like sleeping, I already don't sleep well at all at night. So I kind of just need the night.
But like, why don't you sleep well?
I don't know. I used to be on Ambien, but it made me do weird shit, so I came off.
Ambien? Like, what did you do when you were on this drug?
It's not. Well, I mean, it is a drug, but I'm not on I was never on drugs. So
yeah, like a lot of people take it. Like a lot of people take sleeping medication because they can't sleep. But like, what were you doing that was so weird?
I would still wake up on it, and I would like call people and like get up out of bed and like roam the house. I think one time I don't know, ask Kabi. I used to do weird stuff, so we were like, okay, it's definitely a unanimous decision that I come off of this. And then now I just go to sleep. I try.
But are you just like restless when you're sleeping, or?
Yeah, I wake up a lot. I toss and turn. I mean, I have a hard time like falling asleep. I have a hard time staying asleep. And then in the mornings, I'm waking up at 6:30 and I still don't feel any better. Like I don't feel like as if I slept. But at this point, it's like I see how like pills are so addictive, and like I just don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been I have really bad anxiety, and I don't take any medication or anything like that for it, because I could definitely be prescribed anxiety medication. Actually, I went to the doctor and they told me that it would definitely help me.
You need a Xanax. Yeah.
But I just refuse to take any type of medication because you're dependent on that. And I should be dependent on myself, not on that. So I just never have done that. And you just have to like figure out coping mechanisms. And not that I cope well all the time, but I find myself in situations where I like have learned to handle situations that took me some time to like get there.
I mean, I noticed that when I am working out consistently daily, I sleep better. Maybe not through the night, but I definitely sleep better. Also, I just kind of feel like I don't have like a regular day to day. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of chaotic. And if I don't put stuff on my calendar or I don't do like certain things throughout the day, like I'm restless. You know what I mean? So like I need to try to be more organized, so it's not like my mind isn't racing like when I'm trying to go to sleep.
I mean, I'm not saying that other moms who have, 9-to-5 jobs or like, actual careers or whatever, that they don't have restless nights too, because I'm sure they do. But I think a lot of that goes back to being like an entrepreneur and knowing like, okay, I have X, Y, and Z that I didn't do today that was scheduled to do today. And you're just like constantly sitting there thinking about that. And like, when are you going to get it done? And that's stressful.
Exactly. I agree.
I constantly do that. I'm all the time doing that. And I'll be laying there and I'm like, oh my gosh, if I go to sleep right now and I don't get this done, then that means it's going to be one extra thing that I have to do tomorrow. So I might as well just like stay awake and do it.
And do it
so
now.
Then,
yeah.
Yeah. So then it's like marked off my list.
I get it.
But maybe since you drank wine tonight, maybe it'll make you sleep. That's what I was thinking.
Also, I got this like crystal thing, and I feel like these like crystals are super like healing and positive. So I feel like maybe that'll help too.
Like you're rubbing crystals? Like what?
I'm not repping them. I bought it.
No, rubbing them. Rubbing.
Oh. I'm not rubbing it, but it's definitely in my home. I have a couple crystals in the house now. So I feel like.
And like you feel like it brings good energy, or is this a myth?
Yes. Yeah. And I'm just like trying to be more in touch with like nature.
Kail, you've been trying to be more in touch with nature since you met Mr. Jamaica.
I think it dates back to Spencer Pratt with the crystals and the hummingbirds.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Are we going to get them on we need to get him on the podcast.
I know. The hummingbird thing is so funny to me.
I'll tweet him too.
The hummingbird is so funny because
I really want him to talk about it on the podcast. So I'm about to send him a DM.
Didn't you want to have hummingbirds like at one point?
Yeah, I'm going to have them. Spencer.
So I have a feeder. And I have like 3 hummingbirds that come but they only come certain times of the year. Yeah. So like in the summertime, like it's getting close. It just the weather hasn't been consistent enough for me to like put my feeder out yet because it just hasn't been warm enough. But as soon as I put up my feeder within maybe like a day, then I'll start seeing them. And they all look very different. There's like ones that are bigger and then there's one that's like really, really super tiny. So I'm wondering if it's like a different like type of hummingbird. But yeah, they're so cute when they come out there and they just come to my back porch. And as long as you have the food out there, then they come. And I noticed that Spencer like makes his hummingbird food.
Yes.
Like, homemade.
Yeah, that's why I want to know about it. I want him to teach me. And I told my landscapers I would like to put in, I think I talked about this on the podcast before. I really want to put in like a bird bath and some feeders so we can get some birds. I also just don't want to clean up bird poop. So hopefully that isn't a thing.
Well, but are hummingbirds, do they like take bird baths? Like, I'm not sure if they do. They're just like so tiny.
Oh.
They're not like a regular bird. You know what I mean? They almost look like a parakeet or something. Like they're just like so little. Okay. Well, it's been great. It's been real. Everybody let us know about if you guys want to hear from Chris, if you guys want to hear from Michael, Spencer Pratt and Heidi Pratt. They also have a podcast. So, we should get them on. And if you guys want to hear from any of them, just tweet us or drop a comment on Instagram.
I'll just update you on my sleep tonight since I had about 4 glasses of wine.
Good. I would be drunk by now.
Great. Yeah. So I'll let you guys know how that is and tweet us and let us know. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Babes and Babies, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.